A worker grabs a bottle off a dark shelf to clean up a spill. There is no label. Within seconds of pulling the trigger, their eyes begin to burn, their throat closes, and they drop the bottle. They have just exposed themselves to a corrosive industrial solvent. You cannot protect yourself from a threat you cannot identify. This is exactly why we have the Hazard Communication Standard, or HCS, enforced by OSHA. OSHA is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, the federal agency that ensures safe working conditions. The HCS guarantees your legal right to know what hazardous chemicals are in your work area and exactly how to handle them safely. This presentation slide highlights the official May 2024 regulatory update to the Hazard Communication Standard. The updated rule integrates Revision 7 of the GHS. The GHS is the globally harmonized system, an international framework for classifying and labeling chemicals. While the rule went into effect on July 19, 2024, compliance deadlines will phase in through 2026 and 2028, requiring updated classifications, labels, and training across the industry. Navigating these regulations comes down to mastering two core tools: the warning label on the container and the technical manual behind it. Understanding how to read these two documents allows you to identify risks before you are exposed to them. Step 1 is the shipped container label. This is your first line of defense. By law, a manufacturer must include 6 specific pieces of information on every hazardous chemical leaving their facility. First is the product identifier, which tells you the chemical's exact name or batch number. Second is the signal word, which indicates the severity of the hazard. There are only 2 options: warning for less severe risks and danger for the most severe. Third, you will find the hazard statements, which describe the physical or health risks, like fatal if swallowed. Fourth are the pictograms. These are standardized symbols inside red diamonds that provide an immediate visual cue for the hazard. Fifth, the label provides precautionary statements, giving you direct instructions on safe handling, storage, and disposal. Finally, the label includes supplier identification, the name, address, and an emergency telephone number for the manufacturer or responsible party. Labels are also required when you transfer a chemical from a bulk drum into a smaller secondary container, like a spray bottle. There is only one strict exemption. If you perform the transfer, use the chemical immediately, and keep it in your possession for your entire shift, you can skip the label. If you set it down and walk away, or if another worker uses it, that container must have an OSHA-compliant workplace label. Writing "cleaner" on a bottle with a marker does not meet federal safety requirements. Applying these 6 elements to your workplace containers removes the guesswork from handling hazardous materials. Step 2 requires looking past the label and consulting the Safety Data Sheet, or SDS. An SDS is a standardized 16-section document detailing the comprehensive safety and health data for a specific chemical. The SDS replaced the old, disorganized material safety data sheets. But there is still a practical problem. In a crisis, you do not have time to read 16 sections of dense text. You need to extract critical survival data in under 5 seconds. To do that, use a rapid 4-section survival scan. Check Section 1 to confirm the identification of the chemical. Then, scan Section 2 for the hazard identification, which lists the exact classifications, signal words, and pictograms you should expect to see on the label. Next, check Section 4 for first aid measures. This tells you exactly what to do if the chemical gets on your skin, in your eyes, or into your lungs. Finally, check Section 8 for exposure controls and PPE. PPE stands for Personal Protective Equipment, the specific gear, like respirators or nitrile gloves, you must wear to safely handle the product. While all 16 sections remain legally required, the 1248 navigation method enables you to extract life-saving data from a technical manual in the middle of a chemical emergency. Providing labels and safety data sheets is only half the requirement. For these tools to be effective, workers must be trained to use them correctly. OSHA mandates that your employer provides comprehensive HazCom training. You must be trained at the time of your initial assignment and whenever a new chemical hazard is introduced into your work area. If your site switches to a different brand of cleaner with the exact same hazards, you don't need new training. If a new, highly flammable solvent is brought in, new training is legally required. This site-specific training shows you exactly where the written HazCom program is kept, how to locate the site's chemical inventory list, how to decipher the workplace labeling system, and how to select the right PPE for the specific chemicals you handle. Training ensures that the data in the written program and SDS actually dictates how work is performed on the facility floor. Let's test your retention of the Right to Know standard. We have 8 quick questions. Question 1. What are the only 2 approved signal words on a GHS label? Answer: warning and danger. Question 2. Which SDS section tells you what respirator to wear? Answer: Section 8, Exposure Controls and PPE. Question 3. Where do you look for immediate chemical burn instructions? Answer: SDS Section 4, First Aid Measures. Question 4. True or false? The product identifier on the label must match the product identifier on the SDS. Answer: True. They must cross-reference perfectly. Question 5. You see a flame pictogram and the word danger. What does this mean? You are handling a severe flammable hazard. Keep it away from heat or sparks. Question 6. You fill a spray bottle with solvent and leave it on a cart while you take a lunch break. Does it need a label? Yes, because you relinquished control of the secondary container, it requires a workplace label. Question 7. When does your employer have to retrain you? Whenever a new chemical hazard is introduced to your area. Question 8. What is the rapid SDS survival scan sequence? 1, 2, 4, and 8. Identification, hazards, first aid, and PPE. Passing a quick quiz is a good start, but identifying these hazards under the pressure of a real shift is what prevents workplace disasters. A fully compliant hazard communication program operates as a single system. It requires a written program, a complete chemical inventory list, standardized labels on every container, immediate access to safety data sheets, and site-specific training. You now have the knowledge to decode a GHS label and extract emergency data from an SDS in seconds. Never guess what is inside a container. Read the label, consult the SDS, and exercise your right to know the hazards of your workplace. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to HSE Study for more deep dives into occupational safety, health standards, and compliance strategies.